Hello, hello. Good evening. Bonsoir. Good evening. All right. Who we got? How's it going, Jeremy? Good to see you. Super last minute stream decision, so I'm not expecting a whole, not expecting a huge crowd, to be honest, but so it goes. I feel like my mic is picking up a lot of background noise, but I'm not sure. Anyways, let's... Good is good. So, off camera, I did a lot of tweaking. I tried a lot of few things out to kind of work this part out. I've been playing around with the placement of the tanks a lot to try and figure out what the best place to, or arrangement positioning to put them in is, so that when we either box them in or whatever we ended up doing, it would actually look good, make sense and all that. So I've been trying a few things to try and figure this out, because honestly I'm actually kind of having quite a hard time figuring out where to go from here with this one. Like, functionally easy peasy, like getting it to do what I needed to do as an upper stage, fine, like not an issue. But it's getting it to look not like a try-hard kind of, you know, look like, oh, he's trying to make it look like a weird LEM. It needs to kind of make sense in the way that it looks, so I've been kind of banging my head against the wall on that, but that's the way it is. So let's get started, I guess, and I'll show you guys just a kind of a few changes I made that just to kind of, for you guys to kind of catch up. Let me just get the color off of this guy right. So actually, you know what, just so that it's easier to see, what we'll do is what do we want? Something that's a bit more, we'll go with the gold, I guess, but just so that it's a little easier to make out. So I removed, we had this cover initially at the base, and I just got rid of that one because having just the engine and that open section kind of makes sense to me. It allows me to kind of understand some of the details a bit more. So I did that. In my mind, there are a couple of things that we need to add also that aren't here yet, but we'll get to those really shortly. I brought the engine up a bit, okay, and you know, this is as high as we can get it to go without really starting to get any kind of noticeable clipping with the base of the capsule. And then the tanks themselves were brought up accordingly, right? So once this guy is kind of just sitting on the base, these guys will just be clearing the base, which is what we want. Oh shoot, good catch. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Jeremy. Oh dear me. Yes, okay, so yeah, really quick. And just been brought up a bit. We've got just a tad bit of clipping, but you know, that's legal. And yeah, so the tank's been brought up a bit. Fiddling around with the placement of the tanks a lot. I may or may not keep the batteries in this configuration insofar as the shape is concerned, but we'll see. So right now, what I kind of want to lock in and get done with is I want to finish the encapsulation of this side compartment here. So let's just go ahead and do that. So if we do something about there, that should be about right. We'll extend the length a bit. We know we need to be about to that. So I'll bring this guy up. So we'll have to bring this guy up as well. And this guy will need to go up as well. Stretch it a bit more. Boom, like that. If we do that, we won't be quite far enough, so we'll have to this weighs a kilogram. If we bring it down, drop the thickness a bit. Buffer. How you doing? Good evening. Welcome. So I can already tell we need to make that edge a bit more. Yeah, that's good. Like that's pretty good. We'll need to stretch it out just a bit like that. I think it's gonna be good. Great. So if we do that, we should be able to lock this into that edge. Yeah, there we go. So we'll give that thing the same width as 650. And let me guess, it's not gonna. Yeah, that's right. So something like that. So that's just enough. Okay, so I can tell this is gonna have to be a little taller actually. So we'll bring it to 700, and this guy will go to 700 each. And is that enough? I think it should be good. And this one is going to be a little tricky, actually. See, clipping here, so we'll have to bring this guy up a bit. Reset this guy. There we go. There we go. Now the question is, which edge here do we need to? This edge, I don't know what the length of this guy is. I'm not even sure which side we have to. Length is going to be like that, so it's not length. Something like that, and then I think we need like a half step. Like 25. I will probably... Do I want to keep it this color? I don't know. We'll work on the color later on. That's really not the important thing right now. Okay, so that's with this guy. Then we will add it to this guy right here as well. Okay. What about... Looking kind of bulky. We'll bring these guys in a bit. Because it's just a little too boxy or else. We don't need it to be sticking out so far out to the sides, but I'm really liking this edge right here. We'll rework the top as well with some other stuff. Now the only thing is, if I want that shape, I'll kind of have to rework all of it. That shouldn't be too bad. We just got a couple things to do, not too bad. So we'll bring this guy back in, and then we will bring this guy back out, something like that. Thereabouts. We'll just have to stretch this guy. That's really not too bad. So how's everybody's Saturday going? What's everybody been doing? Hey Archival, how's it going? Good evening. Hope the weekend's good. Hope the weekend's been good. So we'll just alt click and we'll grab the whole, basically that whole sub-assembly. And we will find a spot Sunday here in Australia. It's been lovely, just chill. Good to finally catch another live stream. Yeah, man. It's good to have you. It is good to have you. I just gotta find a place where I can snap this guy in. Grinding out War Thunder. Oh man, I have not played War Thunder in ages. Good grief. There we go. Yeah, I played War Thunder a long time ago. Cool game. For sure. Let's just move this guy out. We'll get this guy in place. Too low, too low. Like that. Boom. Weird looking hexagon kind of shape, but right now it's kind of standing out like a sore thumb just because of the fact that it's gold. But we'll play around with the color in a bit. Probably have it like a bit of a shiny-ish gray. They added 16, 14s, and 8. I wonder to what extent those are like high fidelity in their flight dynamics in War Thunder. They could be. Could be. Okay. Apparently, the game decided not to double the installation on the sides. So 2. And 2. Alright, good. I'm missing out. Is it still back in the day? This is going back like a few years, but back when I played, I should probably give it a go. But back when I played, it was free to play. I have no idea. Like it's a while ago. Is it still? I remember to have this dramatic classical music at the start. So we're at 51 parts. That's not too bad. This setup here has kind of grown on me. I don't know if I want to keep it, but I'm not loving it or disliking it, but it has grown on me. This will more than likely be the final kind of positioning of... I hope you're doing... What's up, Sky? Good to see you, man. Sorry I missed the beginning of the stream. What have you missed? So not too much. No worries on being late. I was not expecting anybody to be here on time just because I kind of started the stream pretty late. But basically we just I'm figuring out how to finally make this enclosure for this stuff. I off stream, off camera, tried a few things, and I've been playing around a lot with the positioning of these guys just to try and get it to work, to look right. And I came up with something like this. I don't know to what extent I like it. I don't dislike it. I'm not crazy about it, but I don't also hate it. It's just kind of weird that it's like a perfectly hexagonal. Yeah, hexagonal. There we go. What we could do actually, I just had. I wonder. Oh, that's gonna be kind of. I had an idea. What if we kind of gave it a bit of a kind of a look? We'd have to bring it out, that's for sure. Like that. Obviously we'll fix the bottom and everything, but if we did that, we could do that. These guys are pretty simple to just readjust. And we obviously don't need these guys to be so long, but... This guy would have to do what? Offset? $250 is too much, apparently. Let's get rid of the... This guy will have to go offset. Plus or minus? Minus. Oops, too much. It's a little bit more interesting like that than if it's just got that flat face here. Still free to play, you'll need to spend money in order to get the money. Okay. Neat, sounds like the shenanigans are real. I haven't answered your question, but yeah, I am doing well actually. Thanks for asking there. Let's go ahead and... I'm not sure. We'll get rid of this guy and then we'll just, we can just, you know, very easily fix that afterwards. 750, 750, 750. We'll fix this guy on right now. Okay, we really got to do everything we can to close the deal on this thing. Really want the design on this thing to be done. Because we kind of have to get a move on with the rest. War Thunder Rise, still one of my favorite games though. What is going on with there we go. And we'll do the same at the bottom. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's going crazy. Okay. And then can we actually bring it in? We'll see. We can reduce the size of this one and maybe reduce the weight just a bit. 670 grams. $350, that's about right. It's about as short as we can make it. Man, after all of this time playing this game, I still can never get I can never get that right. What do I want? I need this. Like that. But okay. We'll have to flip the offset around. Minus 400. Or minus 400. Minus 200. 200 and then other way for this guy. Whoa, wrong way. Yep, there we go. No, wait a minute. What? What? You know what? Oh, wait a minute. That's why. Shoot. Let's do that. Do this. Rotate. No. Which one is rotate? Rotate. No. Oh my god. I can never figure this out. I don't know why. There we go. I mean, like, everybody's done it. Like, it's been done. Like, they made a single tweet, like a single announcement, and like within an hour they were like, all the stock KSP YouTubers were already on it. Right? Is there really any point in doing it? I don't know. Okay, so question. Is this sticking out a little too much? Should we bring it in like that? Would that look better? Do that, like that. Does this look better? I feel like it does. I like this though. I don't dislike this at all. Obviously this has to go back in. Boom. Like, it doesn't feel overly bulky, right? It's got, like, obviously the gold color makes it really stick out. Well, actually, okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do silver metallic. Silver metallic. Nope. Upgrade is the point. It's how you're gonna. Yeah, that transition from. I have ideas how to transition from game 1 to game 2, but the big thing is, like, I'm not sure. Am I going to get into stock as well, or just strictly stick to RP1, right? The thing is, there's still a lot that I want to do in this series, and this guy's going to be black at the bottom. And the problem with that is, I mean, I'm not going to immediately transition to KSP2 in the sense that I will still continue the series even after KSP2 comes out, right? Because I don't think RP1 is going to be around for KSP2 in quite some time. I have no idea. I don't have a timeline, but my guesstimation is that. And I want to get far enough. Like, I want to go Mars and Venus, crude people, crude missions, that kind of stuff there. So there's all of that needs to be done. And yeah, I've obviously want to hit the KSP2 bandwagon because it's KSP2, but at the same time, I'm debating whether or not it wouldn't be a bad idea for when KSP2 hits to play on the stock game as well, because I just don't know like when is RO, you know, KSP, RO RP1, KSP gonna be around. So the color right now is probably not the, I don't know what color we're gonna go with, but for now we have that we can do. We could play around with this guy and maybe just in terms of texturing, use the kind of foil stuff, because for getting these kind of weird shapes, you can't really do that with the texturing of this guy. It'll just, it's too intensive. Like I tried doing that and it's a little too intensive insofar as the part count is concerned for that. But what we can do if we wanted to is for the square stuff that we could do, and then all you have to do is bring the length down to basically just 10, and voila. It's obviously not going to be the right shape right now. Diameter. I just want to see real quick. It's a little too tall, so we'll shrink it just a bit again. What is the size of this one? It is 750, so we should be able to hit 750 with this guy. Voila, that was pretty quick actually. We'll bring it in. So if we wanted to, Vortex, good evening, how are you? So for, you know, just to have fun with it, we could do, that's way too long for no reason. So we'll definitely cut. Oh, it's affecting the angle. We'll fix that. Okay. Interesting. So we'll have to fix the offset off of that one. That's fine. Offset will go down to, what's it at? 50 needs to be maybe 75. Oh shoot, no, 3.75. 0.075. Yeah, there we go. $350 grams versus 900. It's about half. These guys on top need to be. So anyways, that's kind of, I mean, I'm not disliking this. Like it's just, it's different texturing. We'll leave it here for now because I don't dislike that. And if we wanted to do that, we can just get rid of these panels here, and in order to keep the part count down. Which mod? Procedural tanks or procedural wings? 375. 300.075. 75. There we go. Bit of weight. For now, keeping around could be with a mission to the planet Pluto. Holy. Yeah, you kind of like fly into the new system or something like that. Can you imagine the sheer nightmare of having crew with proper like RP1 Kerbalism life support systems for an 18-year-long mission? That would just be stupidly long. Procedural tanks. Absolutely love procedural tanks. Everything procedural, you know, I mean, you know me. Like that's kind of my channel hallmark, basically. Well before I started doing the actual series, people were after me about my the way I did my builds with procedural parts, using them to do stuff that was never really, I don't think, envisioned by the people who made the mods initially. But yeah, absolutely bar none, one of the best mods. I mean, this is definitely interesting because versus that. So if we do that, it's all the same color, which is not wrong. But if we do something with like that, yeah. So okay, I'm gonna call this done. Is it the greatest thing? No, not necessarily. Could it be better? Yeah, maybe, perhaps. Maybe if we could potentially. I don't really think it needs to be. What's the farthest we could have this guy out? Kind of like that. Now there's another thing too that I noticed that I had never really picked up on the actual LEM, but it's how it rests on how the ascent stage rests on the descent stage. And let me get a screenshot real quick up to show you guys what I'm talking about. I thought that was really interesting. I think it's this guy, yeah. So let me get my monitor up. Okay, so you've got these like massive, not pylons, but like truss pieces, right? So the tank is being held at the tip here by this guy here. But on either side, interestingly going through, which is kind of an interesting design choice, but you've got these guys here, right? And then at the front, you would have these guys here. And these would basically be the supports for how the LEM is sitting on the descent stage. So I had not an epiphany, but an idea of how we can mimic something to that extent. Love the tank placement and how accurate. Yeah, and that all comes down to the fuel, Airline 50 being a lot lighter than the nitrogen tetroxide, the oxidizer. That's why it was offset like that, so that the you basically using the length, you can adjust the pitching moment on the thrust center line to even out. And the fuel consumption in between, like, fun enough, the fuel consumption between the two is almost a 1-to-1 ratio, because interestingly, like, this engine doesn't gimbal, right, which is a ballsy move, but you know, they made it work. So we'll need 4 of these. No, actually, no, not like that. Let's do the trusses first. Or actually, you know what? A better idea still. I need to work on. So I relocated this guy here, that guy from here to here, because it made a bit more sense in my mind to have it here. And then we can basically build a custom encasing that will serve as the mounting point for this guy, as well as the housing for that unit. Because it's all about kind of, you know, minimizing the amount of components we've got and everything, right? So let's grab this guy. We'll just we don't need 2. Let's get rid of the offset because we don't need it. Like that. We will not need it to be so wide. We'll try 400 first to see where that gets us. That might be a little too narrow, but we'll see. Like that. And here. Like that. And then that's not bad. A little wider, I suppose. Because I'm looking at the hinge points here. Let me see. There's something I want to see on the actual LEM, actually. I just got an idea. Ripping off the actual design. So this is a picture, but here, this guy right here. These kind of hinges like that. That could be fun to do. That'll make it, yeah, that'll work. Let's try and do something like that. So let's get this to the proper length. Like that. What if we further up and then down? And then instead of having the hinges up, we could have them like this. Because I'm trying to facilitate how the rest is positioned. Because if we do that, then this guy, we don't have to bother adding something to kind of justify its positioning, right? Except that this guy here, we would kind of have to. Maybe up one more. So we'll give that a shot. This is... Okay, I think I know what we can do here. Is that wide enough? Looks like it is. And then what we'll do here is we'll take advantage of this. Let's give it a bit of an angle. Oh, actually, you know what? Damn, I thought about something I wanted to do here. Let's do something else. I had an idea just as I was thinking about this. I need the inner stage. Down by quite a bit. So we'll do that. We'll just get these guys out of the way for now. We'll remove this guy completely, actually. And we really just need to because it'll be nice to have a rounded surface. That max size. This should not be, yeah, that should be conical actually, not egg. There we go. It'll be extremely fun to do with Wait, sorry. Read that too fast. It'd be extremely fun to do, though without reference at all. But then again, I don't know. I mean, it's good, I think, to have some amount of inspiration, you know. Top. Something like that. And what if we... Oh, it's so tiny now. We'll do 3. Oh, good lord. It's so small. Base size, we'll make it just a bit bigger. Yeah. It's got a nice arch. Because it's a bit more of an interesting shape or look if it's rounded than just everything flat. We'll do that, and then that, and then that. How's that? So we'll remove this guy. We don't need... Oh, it's so hard to grab. I'll just bring it back up this size just to get rid of it because we don't really need it anymore. We will lock the shape of this guy, a very important thing to do. And then we can just borrow this node right here. If we can get it, there we go. Not bad. And what about these guys? Oh, is this long enough? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Forgot to check that. Like that, and... we'll do this, bring it back out. And then apparently I didn't make this guy with a constant shape, so we'll just have to do this a bit. It's a little too much. Oh, it probably needs to have a bit of that. That's pretty good. Whoopsie daisy. I exited the game accidentally. You guys can see that, but I did. Ha! And then what we can do... This is a little too... We'll do that. Like that. Bring them back up. Actually... Yeah, this is starting to take shape. I'm starting to get excited here about how this is turning out. Like that. Bring it back up. That's about as good as it needs to get, really, Ani. And then we'll grab one of these, or two of these. And then what we'll do is we can definitely shrink the size. How's that? Not bad. It's interesting, and interesting is basically what we want. Can I get this guy to be the right size? Actually, you know what? I've got a better idea of what we can do here for that. We'll leave this kind of section open because it doesn't really need to be closed. And then we'll just do that. Or we could make a box actually out of this guy and get this face here too. Like that. So that'll at least save us from having to, that's way too tall. It'll save us from having to make another part, an additional part here. Like that. And then for funsies, we can keep this guy kind of open as well. And we can like make some sort of excuse that it's like a vent or something. Something like that. What do you think? We'll play around with the coloring really at the end, once we're happy with it. Okay. So now for the part that I've been having a bit of a hard time with. Oops, too much. Something like that. Obviously, we can make these guys shorter. We'll bring it down to 1. So this guy, interestingly, because this guy is so close. I mean, this guy, it makes sense that it would need to be far like that, but so just to kind of show you guys real quick what's happening, I'm looking at the way in the actual LEM, how the tank supports worked. You've got the fuel feed line going out the bottom here, so that ullage and gravity can, you know, feed them, although these were pressure fed as well. But see, that's what I was talking about, one of the supports. Interestingly, this guy here, which makes sense, is on the base, because then that's, however little it is, it's actually less mass that you got to bring back up, right? But on the one side, this is the Aerosine 50, so the fuel, you've got these guys on either side, but then there's also these guys like that, right? So on this side, we don't need that guy to have a decoupler at all. Nope, gone. 303, if we bring this guy out, which that's worse, so we'll bring this guy out a bit. Like that. So see, this is what I mean by the, if you look at the actual torque, this is what I mean by why the tanks on the lunar module were offset from one another from the center line, just because of the density of the weight of either tanks. Like, you can see it, right? And then you just find like a bit of a sweet placement, and then you're golden, right? Obviously this is off, this is good. Even at 0.28, that's actually quite a lot. So, but at the very end, using the center of gravity shift will, you know, we'll fix it until we get all balls, as they used to say. We can shrink the length off of this guy just a bit. 0.8. Benjamin, how's it going? Good to see you. I even feel like the shape of these guys is kind of off a bit. Let's go with 55, and then we'll reduce that to 0.25. It's going to be easier to do this. Every time. Every time. And then for these guys, same thing. Assembling an interplanetary sci-fi mega space station. Really? Oh, not in RO? What are you doing again? Like that. This is not needed. We'll get rid of it. An interplanetary sci-fi mega space station. Share share some screenies on the Discord. Share the goods. I want to see what you're working on. Stop, but I have mods. As long as it's KSP, man. Here's what we'll do for these guys. We'll do that. The reason I'm doing that is so that we can use these nodes here, and you'll see why in a bit. Like that. So 90 degrees, and that would be 15, 30, 45. You're not in? Go to the actual, well, I mean, you're on YouTube right now, so in my homepage for the YouTube, there is a link on the banner. You've got like the Patreon link, you've got all the other stuff there, and you can, that link should be good. If not, somebody could probably just drop it to you for you on the in the chat. Nice. 2D KSP. Yeah. I'm familiar. I've not played, but I am familiar with it. No, I like that better. Okay. Do you have the LEM owner's manual? If you, I have. I'll show you what I've got. I have. This is the one you're talking about? Because this is a big document. 151 pages isn't too bad, but there's a lot of stuff in here. Right? I mean, a lot of it is just, it's outside of what we need it to be. But then you get something like this, and that's just, you know, this is golden, right? Well, you get stuff like that, which is really, really freaking sweet. Like, this I love. Actually, I'm actually going to keep, now that you made me think of it, I'm actually going to keep this shot up. I'm loving this as well, because it just looks wonky, but it looks cool. This is sort of the next thing I want to work on as well, this kind of like this shape here on top. Yep, that's the one. I joined. Welcome. Welcome. Good to have you. So a couple of things that I want to have is I want to get this guy here done. And the other thing I want as well is where the hatch is. So like on our capsule, the window's on one side and then the hatch is on the other side. But for structural reasons, visually obviously only, these kind of flanges that sort of stick out, I want to do as well. So those are going to kind of be the next things. I'm just going to put this on the side actually, so that I've got it as a reference. You know what I need to do? I should probably... I'll have to figure out a way using OBS to... How long after it's out do you think there will be mods? For KSP 2, probably fairly soon. Depends which ones, but I'm assuming probably really fairly soon. But I should probably figure out a way to have like a bit of a screen here when I want to show you guys something that kind of is an overlay over. I know you can do that. I just have to figure out, remember how to do that. What if we 800? It's 6 kilograms. It's kind of heavy. Because we can do that like this. So hyped for KSP2. It's gonna be. I really hope it's a quantum leap. I'm really hoping. As you can hear the squeak in my chair here, I'm really hoping it's a quantum leap for sure. For sure. Let's just bring this guy up to. And if we put it like that. Whoops. Wrong thing. Is there not a channel for... There should be a channel for like mission screenings or craft design or something like that. You could pop it in there. That'd be fine. What am I looking for? I am looking for something. I'm trying to figure out. It'd be nice to have something here that's a little like these beam supports. It'd be nice to have something that's a little different. I'll come back to this in a bit. I will come back to this in a bit. Right now, let's see if we can just kind of finish this here. We'll make this guy just so that it has a bit more presence. Because if it's a little too thin, you can't really see much of anything. So let's work on Awesome. I'll go have a look in a minute. Only trust in solar panels right now? Do you have a link or something to a mod list? GJ, my install list, I don't have a list, but it's, if you follow the install wiki for the 1.12 version, you're basically going to get 95% of what I'm using. I have a few more things that aren't there. Like I've got a couple of near future mods for some of these truss components that I occasionally use. Hallcam VDS is another one that I added. Obviously camera tools is something I need to film everything that we do in the series. So a few things like that, but it's not, yeah, it's getting there. It's really getting there. It's actually starting to look like something that it's supposed to be. So that's good. That's good. For some reason this still looks a little off, but I'm just not sure. Like I can't even tell you what it should in my mind look like. It's just something feels a little bit off, but I wouldn't be able to put my finger on it. So let's go and I'm gonna get rid of these panels here because we're gonna keep these. I like this. I like this. Okay. There we go. Yeah, well, I'm glad they the sounds in KSP, like the sounds in the original in the original KSP are actually quite bad. So it's fun that they're doing that fresh, because that was a badly needed upgrade to the game. But they're basically, they're using actual rocket audio, which they should. And then that's something that we've been doing here, that I've been doing some, in the series for a while now. And it was one of those things where once I started doing it, I was like, why did I not do this from the very start? Just why? Okay. We'll get the mirrored function up. I think they took the samples from the Atlas 4. 4? No, 5. Atlas 4 was never a thing. But yeah, that's that clip what's the word? Shared. Thank you, there. The clip I shared on the YouTube. Yeah, that's it's exactly what you're talking about. Delta 4, you make it look easy. I've had quite a lot of practice. Quite a lot of practice. I mean, the Atlas 4 is not... It's a natural thing. It never happened. Like in their design phases, they do the Atlas 5. Yeah, I don't know what the full list of sounds they used. Yeah. Weezer... That's, isn't that King's Law? What do I want to do here? I would like to have a cheeseburger, please. Actually, now that I mention it, I kind of want some munchies right now. But I have no idea what. What will the offset give me if it'll give me that? Okay. This is, yeah, we'll do 300 and 300, and we will do length. We'll do that. Comical video that he commented on. Made by King's Law. Yeah, King's Law. And if we 200, not bad. Okay. And then if we do that, I really want to see your creation of the Stoke space rocket. Stoke? What did I miss? This is crazy. Seems like you missed a lot. You done missed a lot. But not to worry. Like that. We'll bring this guy all the way up. Actually, you know what? Let me do that like that. Excuse me. Do this. Look at the width out. Let's go one step intervals first. Like that. Okay. Bro, what engines did you use? This? If you're asking me, this is the default lunar module engine, really. We'll need to make this guy longer so that it reaches this guy. That 400, so let's go with like 500, 450. I want there to be a rather sort of fairly obvious double angle, like I'm exaggerating it like that, but this guy's got a certain angle, but this guy's got a more steep angle. That should not obstruct the hatch, but I mean, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it does not. I just updated our tanks and it got rid of most of the cool stuff. It should have added more cool stuff, not gotten rid of it. Are you sure? That doesn't sound right to me. It replaced procedural tanks. Oh, but I mean, like you have to have both. Like I use both. Like I've got, see, all of this is procedural tanks, but then there's RO tanks as well. Just because there's some stuff, like there's a lot of overlap. There's a lot of overlap, but there is not total overlap. There are some things that I can only do with procedural tanks that I cannot do with RO tanks. Like when it comes to detailing, I'm hard on the procedural tanks. No, balloon tanks for sure are still there. I guarantee you balloon tanks are still there. Balloon tanks are like way too essential. So for sure they're there. I don't know, man. Sounds like either you're looking in the wrong place, or perhaps. I'm looking for a picture of the top of the lunar module, which I don't seem to have. Whoops, I accidentally stopped the music. Let's get it back. There we go. I'm just trying to get a specific look here. There's one thing in particular on the top that I'm trying to get. Here, let me... Is there going to be a rover? Ooh, I mean, you have to have a rover at some point, right? Like, you're going to need to have a rover at some point, because it would be kind of crazy to not have a rover on the moon, because it's just that awesome of a thing, right? There is a pre-made rover that is available from, I think it's RO tanks. Is that, no, it can't be. RO capsules probably. Aha. Sorry if you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of looking for a specific picture. There we go. That's a shiny one. Let me just... Give me a second so I can show you guys what I'm looking at here. Let's share that screen. So this is not what I want. It is here. Which picture? Where did it go? There we go. I'm just trying to have a look at the top. I'm actually just, I don't necessarily want to replicate the exact thing, but I'm curious to see what they, what it was they did. Jeremy, looking good. It's getting there. It's certainly getting there. That's a lot of pictures. Looks wonky. It is a lot of pictures. It's quite a lot of pictures. I have quite a lot of pictures that I use for my stuff. So what I'm looking at is let's just reset it to center. Do you have a mod list? I'm updating the game on my laptop instead of PC. I guess if your laptop is better than your PC, then you'll get something better. But if not, then yeah. Generally, PCs are usually better than laptops, but your situation might be different. Mod list, go see the CCAN install, the RP1 install guide, and that will give you the best. That will give you really the best idea of what it is I'm using. So 65 parts is what we have right now. Hmm, 6 kilograms for a balloon cube. It's kind of a lot. So how do we want... Let's do something real quick. Do you think a payload of 21 tons can be lifted by 9 vector engines? I have no idea because that's not enough information. I know how to switch up on my PC only. Yeah, I mean if you're not playing with mods, then yeah, your laptop should be able to handle it. Love this. Loving the look of this. Loving this look. Looks proper. I guess let's start with that. Obviously, we'll bring this down quite a bit, about there. Like that. offset should be 0. Here I go. Good luck. Actually, I'm doing this kind of stupidly here. I should do this. It should be 0.30, 0.3 roughly, 0.3. 4. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Length is going to go which way here? Okay, so other way. Actually, that could be interesting if we did that. That's a bit too tall. We'll bring down a bit. Now, problem arises as if we do this, these guys will not be in a proper place. So that's a bit of a problem. We can bring them up, the whole thing up. What could we do? Or, I think what would probably be smarter is to just bring the size of this guy down a bit. And up. Actually. You feel 50-50 on writing this thing? I'm insulted. Do you have any tips on making... Yeah, two things. One is look at actual designs, real stuff, and try and replicate them. Take inspiration from the actual designs. They have the shape that they have for a reason. And then 2 is just try stuff, experiment, just practice. Practice. Beastie. Calvin has become Calvin. Stage 2 has emerged. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. No one really knows. Look, I try, okay? I mean well every time, but you know, stuff happens. Detailed to godly levels. Well, it's going to look bonkers when it flies. I just don't want it to look too much like a ripoff of the real thing, but like so everything actually has, and this is what was driving the design, like the shape of everything, the placement of everything actually has a legitimate reason of being, right? So there's actually something in here, right? That casing actually exists for a reason, and this whole casing here also exists for a reason, right? We've got all of that. So it's like everything actually has a purpose. It's not just for the fun of looking good. Part count still less than 50, well, I mean, it all depends on, you know, what kind of numbering system you choose to use. If you're using the log scale, this is like 5 parts. This is battery power, right? So there's actually something, there's a reason why this is here. The casings are covering the tanks. Yay! Yep. It all makes sense for why it's there. Exactly. Everything has its reason. I'm actually right now kind of trying to figure out the shape of this. I'm not entirely sure I like how this is. I think they need to be shorter. Do that, and then we'll bring it back down. We'll do that first, and then this. And then that would allow us to bring this guy back down. We're kind of fat and heavy though, so one thing, I might have a little bit too much delta V on here, we'll see. We'll get rid of the offset. Whoa, nope. Offset should be 0. We'll get the length right. Get the width right. 1, 1. this guy in a little closer. Kilograms, a little heavy. 2 kilograms, that's good. It's weight savings. Funky. Do you recommend any forums on RSS? I mean, the actual RP1 RO Discord is probably your best bet, to be honest. That would absolutely be my recommendation. How do we want to close this guy up? Have an idea. We need to be, this guy is 1 meter wide, so we'll do that one, and then we'll bring this down to 0. Wire, there we go. Oops. What color is this guy? We'll have to add some gold accents for sure. If you're just doing RSS, be prepared to be laughed at. Stock parts RSS would fit in the other game category of that Discord. I should bring this guy up a bit. Like that. And should we bring this guy out further out? We probably, you know what? We're going to do something here that we have not done in a bit of a little while. And that is a fit check. Yes, we're going to see if this thing actually fits inside the thing we're going to be using to launch it. Kind of important. LEM template. Oh yeah. Room to spare. Look at that. That is golden. Oh, it's tight, but that's golden. We got lots. Oh, that's great. Love it. Fantastic. Deranged madmen who attempt such things. LEM without RO or any of the mods. It fits. It fits. It fits. That's a good thing. I'm not sold yet on this structure here. It seems a little off to me. forgot the descent module though. Well, I mean, I know the descent module I know fits, so that's not really a concern. Oh shoot, I did not want it to do that. Dang it. Bring this guy back out as well. Any imagine? I do. Obviously Mars. Mars is the big one. And obviously also Venus. It would be fun to try and do, like, I'd love to implement as much of the, what's it called? Apollo applications program. So obviously Skylab was one thing, but moon bases is another. Honestly, I want boots on Mars. Like, I want a proper extended duration stay capabilities on Mars, because that's going to be really, really awesome. And something similar on Venus, although would we attempt the landed craft with crew on Venus? It could be interesting, but I definitely want to go and have proper, honest to goodness Martian exploration stuff with people there, for sure, for sure. Venus orbit for sure. Absolutely. 3 inbound. Wait, what? Three lunar module descent engine Apollo command service module inbound. Something to that effect, yeah. Why not? You know. 2 kilograms. One. Man, there's 2 kilograms shaved off. That was an interesting concept. For the sake of redundancy, just strap 3 engines on the back of the guy. Well, that's kind of what they did for Orion, right? Because you had the main engine, and then you had like 4 sets of 2 smaller thrusters, or no, you have two sets of 4 extra thrusters on the back, and my understanding was always that was there for exactly that, for redundancy, right? Okay, let's see. What do we have? Now, if we do this, do I still have? Oh, I do. Do that. Let me get 6 or 8. We'll try 6. That kilograms is a lot. let's see what we can get out of that. Get this guy back in the right place. Boom. There we go. My game just loaded. Always a good sign. Always good news. This guy currently weighs 7 kilograms, which is a lot. If we do that, it's down to 4, which isn't too bad. If we do that and make it 8, and then obviously bigger. I'm attempting stuff. I'm experimenting right now. Kilograms. 4. Can we get it down to 3? That's still 4. 375. Mark. Well. Look who it is. Is your Ceratops here? Did I miss him? Just heard that you. Massless decoration, Calvin. Massless. I know, but this is not. That's a problem. This is a kilogram. Like, this is not. This here, 6 kilograms is like. This is not massless, sadly. And our LEM is kind of fat. At 5.6 metric ton, it's like 600 kilograms overweight. It's kind of fat. I'm not gonna lie, but really, most of that comes from this guy here just being heavy, and then having to compensate with a bit more fuel. This is most of the weight, like 1.8. 1.2, so that's 4, and this guy's 1.6, so that's 5.6. So I guess apparently you're not supposed to use stuff like this. Massless decoration. I suppose this is where I should be using, what was that damn mod Triceratops keeps telling me about? The one that you can make, what's it called? The paint mod thing. It's just like tanks, but they're completely massless. And basically, that would actually help a bit. We could probably shave about 15 kilos, because if you look at this, I mean, this is 0. Like, this guy weighs like 78 grams. That's nothing. This is 140 grams. Who cares? But this guy here, 6 kilograms, 5.5, right? And twice, so that's 10 kilograms. Even though they are, that's the main appeal. Yeah. Decoration heavy builders, they do. Procedural paint, yeah. Let's go see right now. Is there something up to date for that mod? KSP procedural paint. Man, I feel like I'm missing out on the KSP here. It says devlore. KSP procedural paint. Nathan Cal, dated 2021. Source. Releases 68. Ooh, September 9th, 20. You know what? I'm gonna download it right freaking now. It's officially downloaded now. And I might just at some point go back, and some of the, like, this is fairly easy to do. It's a square, so that's really easy to do. So I might come back and just rework that. And this again is really easy to do, but you know, it's another 4 kilograms. This is another 4 kilograms. So you know, and these guys here 1. So like you said, it adds up, right? It adds up. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this guy here. I don't dislike what it looks like, but especially, at least if I can get the look I want Then we can, using that other mod, the paint, we can replace the heavier decoration parts and probably shave off, I don't know. That would be quick maths. If we replace all the top parts, we would be saving that 6, that's 10, 14, and 25 kilograms. Yeah, it's not nothing. I know, mate. The problem is, in my defense, you would talk to me about it, and then I'd be like, okay, and then during the stream, right? And then I would forget about it because the stream would end and I would be tired and blah, blah, blah. Did you never add struts on the other belt? No, I have not yet added anything because I'm still debating how I want sort of the aft skirt to be. But I have idea. If we do that, we could potentially do something to that effect. Length would be like that. Oh, no. Wrong. That's not what I want. Because I'm still not sure how I want that skirt to be at the bottom. I need hollow fill center. Why do they not have, of all the things they could have, why do they not have a hollow polygon shape? Well, yeah, so what I mean by that, what I mean by a LEM skirt is, let me get a picture up. No, the actual LEM doesn't really have a skirt at the bottom of it, but let me. Okay, this is exactly the one I wanted. So you've got all the insulation foam on the one side and then on the other side, the radiator on the back, and then you've got the bottom portion of that circular shape on the front of the LEM, right? So the engine is kind of covered on all sides, which is great, but for us, I don't want to leave it like this because it just doesn't look good, right? So we'll do that. Length, we'll do that. We'll do that. A little bit smaller like that. Right, and then we could do something like this. Right. Half naked ball tanks. It sounds just weird when you say it at first. I saw you reference images the other day. There, yeah. Half naked ball tanks. I was thinking, yeah, debating something to that effect. Just wrap the bottom. Yeah. So your line of reasoning is really, really close to mine. The only thing is because the round on this plane is pentaborine engines. I am not. No, this is still, we don't have that unlocked. Anyways, not that I know of, but you can't, regardless, like this engine here, it doesn't have that as a possible fuel mix, right? But so the round shape here is not problematic. The round shape here is. There would be ways around it, but I'm trying not to, go crazy on the part count for stupid reasons. But you know me, I like a challenge, right? We're at 74 parts, which is A little bit more than I want. How much? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. This is gonna take a while to load, but let's be the RD270M. I want to see. Oh, I had the number right there. Actually, I don't know why. I didn't really need to load the whole thing. I really wish you could run higher part counts. I really hope you can run comfortably more parts in KSP2, man. I really do. So this is 230, but it's with all of this. If we get rid of that, we're 208. That's actually not bad. It's a little better than I remembered it. So that's good. We've got a bit of wiggle room on our lunar module. Toby, I'd just like to say thanks for these live streams. I like to have my own VB open and design my own craft. I'll buy what you. Oh, that's cool, man. Very cool. Yeah, I was kind of when I started doing the live streaming, I really wasn't sure if it was a good idea or not. But if you're enjoying it, man, that's really awesome. That's really cool. So let's at least finalize a look off of this guy. So would something like that even look remotely appealing? We'll make this guy a bit bigger. So this guy, we can just really bring it up to just like paper thin. Cut the stream late. No worries at all. So by making this stuff like paper, like super thin, you know, we're at 60 grams. That's stupidly little. Better late to the stream than never. What is this one? That's okay. Yeah, wrong one. Actually, no, right one, but just not that much. And then same thing. So that's basically, it's 10 millimeters. Does that look? Oh, and before I forget, let's do something real quick. Where's that part here? Safekeeping for now, not where it's actually going to go. So we'll get it up to 4. These guys are basically going to be kind of like the... Ooh, actually, smarter idea is to have those just on the descent stage and not on the ascent stage. That's a smarter move, Calvin. What am I looking at? Decouplers. Where is it? So I'll do that. I don't know if this is going to be. Why is it? Okay, not sure why it's not grabbing onto the right node, but whatever. I'm not sure if this is gonna stay. Like, I'm not. It feels too easy to just have a round shape. So I'm not sure that we're gonna go with that, but we'll see. Where is... Okay. Bizarre. So if we were going to do that, we could basically have something like that. See? And then these guys would basically act like the resting points upon which this guy is basically sort of like bolted onto, would be the justification. Right? I actually think I'm going to, since we have the room, we know we've got the room, we'll bring these guys out a bit more. That'll give us that much more pitch authority. Unstable nebula. Well, well, well. Lord Bolt. Good evening to you. This is really annoying. I don't understand why it's not in the correct place. But I feel like I've got an idea why. Like that. That's centered. Bit. And then same here. Haven't seen you on the stream in a long time, eh? What's poppin', my dude? What's poppin' is this thing is finally starting to look like something that looks like a LEM, which is good. This is good. You rotated it in the non-snap. I am not sure I follow what you mean. It is rotated at 45 degrees, but that's deliberate because I wanted these guys to be. Oh, you mean like why these are not? No, no. It's because they're actually not exactly. What's the word? They're not perfectly, like it's not a perfect X. It's kind of like two V's with the single point kind of touching, mirrored. Asset module is all sort of whack, as it should be. This is not proper placement right now for this guy, by the way. Like, there's still some work to be done on top. I'm still not sure. I'm still not entirely sure. I feel like we're gonna need that paint mod. So I feel like this is proper, but you know, 15 kilograms, that's a lot. Oh wait. And obviously we're not going to leave everything black on top here. I'm just kind of, for now, I'm just kind of goofing off with shapes and stuff to try and get something that looks sort of right. Two and damn it. Like that. Is that how the other ones are? Shoot, how far are the other ones off? Yeah, okay, good. So the distance is the same. That's what I'm looking for. And these guys, just the two. Just the two. Like that, and then like that. Then same for this guy here. No, two. Damn it. That's annoying. Yeah, so see, you can kind of see it why. Like, you can kind of tell that this is a bit more narrow than this guy here, right? So the spacing here from in like this is a little greater than that spacing here. And I actually knew that. I just forgot about it when I initially dropped the quads off. I think the first thing I did was I put the quads on here to just try and get a look, and then I omitted to fix the placement. But so we'll have to work in some of the silver accents just to try and match the two, because this is looking a little too off. Like, the contrast is a little too great, but and we'll have to figure something out here as well. That's unfortunate. Almost 11 o'clock. We'll go for a bit more. So these guys we will not put on here, but we will put them on the descent stage once we get around to it. We've been going at it for a bit, almost 2.5 hours. That's it's not bad. And I am starting to run a bit out of steam, so I'm getting a little tired. Should we make this silver? Probably. Is it silver already? I think it is. Ooh, that's super shiny. Might be a little too shiny. That's like a mirror, man. It's... Look at that. We'll figure it out. We'll test out in orbit to see how it actually shines in the sun and everything. But right now, I would very much like to figure out what I'm doing with this portion here. Shiny indeed. Yeah, it gets super shiny. It's how you get that Atlas shine, though. I feel like this guy, at least right now, should be silver. Better throw some pentaborn in the firebox. Yeah, seriously. Can I How much of a slope can I get in here and get away with? Yes, it's starting to peak here. Too much. I've been trying to dog for the past hour. I hate it. I hate it. Oh no. That's terrible. 74. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out about this. We could just do that. We'll do that at least for now so that it doesn't look completely out of place. Without mercy. Let's get the foil off of this. Foil with plain metal. Yeah, like that. That should be silver. Size. Unstable angle. What's with the pumpkin? What's with the pumpkin? And yeah, and then yeah. Spooky season. Is it? It's past spooky season. We're done with that. So I'm gonna try with this to come up with something that's sort of more rectangular, boxy. I'm gonna call it a night. LEM is looking good. I'll see you next live stream. Sky, thanks for stopping by, man. It's looking, I'm quite pleased with the progress we've had tonight. Honestly, I think this has probably been the most productive stream so far. In 5 minutes is going to be 2.5 hours, so I will also call it quits in about 5 minutes ish, just because it's starting to get late and I'm starting to get tired and I want to get some sleep, and my mind is starting to somewhat slow down. I'm starting to run out of ideas here, so it's starting to get a little counterproductive, basically, is what I'm saying. It's looking more LEM-like. It is. So, and again, like, everything has the shape, like everything, I made a point to give it purpose in its aesthetics. So I'm happy that it's got that. I'm happy it has that. I just want to try something real quick for funsies. This is not something we're going to do, but at least not with this. Could we, if we wanted to paint the walls this way? Whoa. I mean, I guess we kind of could. We'll block out the windows and not the hatch. Is it? Wait, is it off center? I think it's off center. It is. Oh well. Anyways. How heavy would this guy be? 125 kilos, way too much. Wow. Very pretty. Sleep as a KSP player? Yeah, we know you're lying. I need you for my sanity. Mate, I need sleep for my sanity. With the amount of hours you have spent building it, I hope to see it fly. Yeah. Same. I think it'll do pretty good. I mean, you know what? I'm not super, this part here just feels a little off to me, so I'll have to rework this part. But that's really not too big of a deal. But what we could maybe just do real quick is, this is the last thing we'll do. We'll just, you know, go see what it looks like in orbit, and then we will call it quits for tonight, because it's, yeah, I'm tired. And this has been a really long build. I don't know how many hours I've put into it, but I mean we could definitely use the stream time length for that, because we started building it when? On stream 1. This is part 3. And I probably, off of stream, spent an additional 2 to 3 hours on it. I just got here? No. I know. I'm sorry. I really wish you'd gotten here a little bit earlier so that you could have enjoyed more of it. I'm sorry to kind of have to be jetting just when you got here. But, yeah. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Oh, let's fix that. We'll go here. Do that, and then we will do this. Intensity is 0.65. There we go. And how funky and weird does it look like? Well, that's as good. I crashed. Good night, Benjamin. Goodbye. Have a great day. Yeah, this part here. This here is kind of bothering me. Something is off. It looks like two plywood boards kind of just sticking out. It just looks weird. How does she fly? There we go. She rotates pretty good. I'm not gonna it's gonna rotate just because it's not balanced yet, right? It's not too bad though. What? Chine probe? Let's see how it looks this way. Let's see what it looks like under the sun. These parts are looking too dark. I don't know why. They should be lighter in color. because there's too much of a contrast between the color of this guy and then the color off of these guys, and that's kind of annoying. The foil looks good. I'm liking the accents. That's nice. Bottom should be black. I'm tired too. I meant China because you said cardboard. Oh, I got it. Got it. How fast are we using up our CS propellant? I don't think we're using it up that fast, actually. I mean, it looks like what it's supposed to be, right? It's hard to fly without a artificial horizon. Not bad. Interesting. What if we do that? How's that? Yeah, there's definitely more work to do to get it to look more complete, but I mean, this isn't too bad. I think it's off to a good start. What do you guys think? Definitely still work to be done, but at least I like the fact that it has the shape, partly obviously for aesthetic reasons, deliberately, but most of it really is functionally driven. So I'm happy about that. Man, I'm tired. Yeah, that's not bad. What do you guys think? You like it? Looks really nice. I think the gold fuel tanks really add to it. Yeah, they do. For sure. I'm definitely, like, for now the colors are not final. I want to get the geometry right. I want to get the part positioning right. And then once that's done, then we will definitely be adding, we'll play with the coloring to fix that. Definitely looking good, looks good. I don't know that you can change the coloring of the central lander, and that's kind of what I'm wondering. I mean, the actual LEM itself, was kind of a predominantly silver color, but obviously not the kind of gray we're having to deal with here. But it's a whole, I don't know why, like I don't know what the deciding factors in, but you've got like silver accents, and then like there's like matte black, and then there's the actual silver panels, and then there's more like kind of silver foil, and it's just like it's a mix all over, and I don't really know why it's like that. I'm sure the information is out there somewhere. Most of the gold accent was really obviously off of the the descent stage, but there's still some gold accents, and we can, you know, we'll improvise, we'll do what we want to make ours look good. But hot rod red. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. See, like, I like this, the gold up front here. I don't know why it's gold here, and like, see, here's what I mean. You can kind of get a good idea here. Like, this kind of these panels here are fairly kind of matte colored, right? And then all of the black here, and you could probably tell also that some of the lunar modules were not, you know, they were not all the same. This is not the same. What? This guy here, right? If you look at that, I don't know if the coloring changed from one Apollo mission to the next, because you can see the gold foil here, but it's not here on this one here. And I know that the suits evolved from the Apollo missions from one mission to the next, and so I know the lunar modules evolved as well to have, for one, greater lifting capacity. For the, this is where all the gold was, sadly hidden underneath all. Can you imagine if the LEM would have looked like that for real, like just completely covered in gold like that? That would have been mental. We could probably maybe try and replicate this kind of a shape. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm rambling right now. But this is yeah. I think we're in good shape here with that. I think we're off to a pretty good start. I think it's starting to get into its own. I don't know how I'm going to work the bottom section of it, but we will figure something out. It's what we do. Was that a double stacked LEM? Oh, you mean, yeah, this is a concept. Yeah, it's like two, it appears to be two descent stages for the same ascent stage. I might, you know, I'm taking ideas. You know. But anyways, it is 1 minute prior to 11 p.m. where I am. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so it's late. I'm tired. But it was an awesome stream. I'm very happy with the work that we got done. I think it's starting to come into its own, and it's starting to look proper. So that will be it for tonight. I have no idea when I will continue. I do not believe tomorrow I will have any time. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. I am starting a new job Monday, so we'll see how that goes. Actually, I will be I know you guys are going to ask, but my new job is going to be at Airbus, and I will be working as a flight control systems professional engineer is the title, which is pretty cool. So anyways, thank you everyone for I am in Eastern like you, Unstable. I am indeed. So thanks everyone for showing up. We are just about shy of 2 hours and 45 minutes off of the stream. Really awesome. Super happy to see how our stuff progressed. Really cool to have you guys on here. It was I wasn't sure how many people were going to show up because it was such a last minute decision to stream. But I'm glad I made the decision, and I'm glad to see everybody here, and I hope to see each and every single one of you on the next stream. And thank you, Toby. Much appreciated. Beastie, it is a hell of a title. It's going to be a hell of a job. I can't wait to get started and to see how it all pans out. So stay tuned again in the channel, on the Discord. If you're not there, join. Please remember to like. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. But I think everybody's subscribed. I know it's annoying when people say that, but it does kind of help. Leave a comment, stir the algorithm, click like, share the content, speak about it, be good to one another, and stay safe, everybody. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Good night.